Welcome everybody. Welcome to another night of Streaming with the Dragon. Tonight we are going to be looking at OwlCat's newest release, Rogue Trader 4000 and Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I have been super excited to be playing this full version finally after playing the beta test for about, I want to say I have about 300 hours worth of time in the beta testing. So I'm finally happy to see it fully released. Happy to see it played. I would like to say hello to everyone in Rumble. I want to say hello to everyone over there on YouTube and especially on Twitch. Hawker07, my friend, welcome to the channel. So now we're off to start creating a character. They made a lot of different changes since the last time I played it, but I am definitely looking forward to seeing what the changes are. So we're going to be playing the main story. What are we going to go with? Enemy stats are increased by 10% and 20%. Is increased by 10% after all modifiers have been applied. Enemy dodge is increased by 10. The party's momentum gains are decreased by 50%. To hit cover when shooting at enemies is increased by 10% for half and 20 for full. Region by the end of chapter 1. Alright, so we'll go with Darren, because normal was actually quite easy for me. Except then we're gonna go with a custom character. That one. Don't need to change the face, body's type. There we go. Skin tone looks good. See, I believe they have a longer ponytailed hairstyle, didn't they? We're currently using that one. Man bun. That's the longest one, huh? Yeah. Go with that. Ooh, got a lot more tattoos than what we got in the beta. Forearm Imperial Aquila. That. So only forearms, no upper arms. That's full sleeves. Two colors. Augmentation. See it underneath the chin beard. Service studs. Neural implant. That's all being covered right now. How about there? Nose replacement. Nice. Full jaw replacement. Augmentations just
Something
really
of
exciting.
interest.
Alright, so that's a bold voice, huh?
Fit for the Fon Phalancius annals.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Time to reap the spoils of the battle. The best defense is a good offense.
Applaud my brilliance. The destination is known.
Ruinous favor prevails. I don't need luck. I have
It was a
strategy.
pragmatic male. Alright. So now, what is our character's home planet background? So Deathworld was pretty much the favorite during the beta because you ended up getting all these little bonuses. So strength, agility, and toughness bonuses. Brutal Hunter with bleeding effect or 50% or less of their maximum wounds. So Fortress Road, what do we got here? Perception, willpower, combat edict. Gain +7 to ballistic skill, perception, and willpower while in combat. Yet while out of combat, their intelligence, and perception, and willpower are decreased by 7. Hail of Steel. Gain a stacking +1 bonus to dodge against range attacks for each shot they made during this round. Also, the burst attack grants an additional +10 stacks of never stop shooting. First reload in combat 0. Reloading a weapon grants an additional +10. Familiar kickback. Imperial World characters can select any characteristic except for weapon skill or ballistic skill and add a bonus 10 to it. Stronger together allies, including Xenos in the current party, +5 to the same characteristics as was chosen for Humanity's finest. Well, that's actually not bad. Current party has the same archetype as this character. First use of any ability for this archetype is 1 less AP. Expect by allies not damaging the linear effect. Ally with such an ability, their resolve is increased by 2. Better to die for the Emperor while under 40% wounds. Imperial World characters gain a +10 bonus to all characteristics in the resolve. Can't have the bonus. Are always 0. +5 intelligence, +5 toughness, -5 fellowship, pinnacle of weaponry. Any plasma melta or poor weapon deals additional damage equal to intelligence bonus. Not bad. Steal the Forge. While wearing heavy armor, Forge. Rogue characters gain +1 movement, +1 deflection, and cannot fall prone. Calculate relations. Indians, persuasion, coercion, and commerce based on intelligence instead of fellowship. That's actually kind of cool. Fires of the Forge. Gain plus tough bonus deflection against the burning effect and flame weapons. Persistence of the Forge. Chance to hit, dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single attack. Or single target attack increases hit chance. Hybrid. Fellowship and agility. -5 willpower. Outnumber. Superiority. We're not going to be looking at doing a melee. Using Fellowship instead. Weapon personalization. All range weapons dealing physical damage. Have +1 damage. +1 5% armor penetration. +1 rate of fire. And -5 to recoil. Okay, that's actually pretty good. And they have ally character that have that high world. Come on. The high world character starts to turn adjacent to an ally character. That high world character gains +2 movement. Okay. The high world character gains a turn adjacent to allies. They gain a +2 movement on the next turn. Contagious luck. Using a non-damaging ability on the ally grants that ally the ability to reroll any failed attack, dodge characteristics, or skill test with 10% chance of success for 1 round. Okay. More than 50% wounds. All attacks of creatures, including enemies in the 3-cell radius, are increased by 10%. Chances of what? Anytime an ability or talent uses the fellowship bonus, the Void 1 character can instead use the intelligence. If it is higher, additionally Void 1 characters can always upgrade intelligence even if their archetype does not allow it. 20% chance to survive after suffering damage, surviving with 1 wound. Double damage. Once per combat, when the wounds of a death blow character drop below 30%, they gain plus 20% of their maximum wounds as temporary wounds. Gain 20% bonus to dodge armor while they have at least 1 temporary. Hammers and las weapons. I'm gonna go with this just because of the weapon personalization. First attack of opportunity every round. Don't care about that. Strength numbers.
Welcome in,
Astro
Commander.
Military Commander. Hey, Nocti. Welcome in, Commander. How's it going? Let's do this sanction noble. Commissar. Pulling open the Imperial card. Hey, thank you so much, Nocti. Yeah, I'm having some fun tonight. Going to do some Rogue Trader 40k. I've been looking forward to doing this for the longest time. I've been playing a lot of it in the beta, and now that it's fully released, I'm definitely just looking forward to playing the whole story now. Getting the absolute full benefit. Alright, Astro Military, probably known as Imperial Guard, is a proper fighting force of Imperium, and the first line defense. Regimental attack hits. Additional plus 20 plus 2 times persuasion bonus. Percent damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander and their allies to the It really is. And it's still basically space. So character modifiers, we get +5 ballistics, +5, +5, +5. Following features will be available after origin advancement. +5 perception, +10. Rescue. By killing an enemy adjacent to any ally, grants stat ally 10 momentum. At all costs. Resource like single shot or single target melee attack applies all effects. Smart, the ally who kills the mark enemy gains an additional turn. After the first one, +2 AP, +4 movement. Ally targets are all gain additional +1. Combat. So how you doing, Nocti? What are you up to tonight? Well, actually, it's daytime for you now. So what are you up to today? Work? +5 upskill, ship portion. Serve me. You do something. Normal use an ability on their Severin. The Severin gains +1. You go on. Points, you are next. You protect me. Ad Astra is going to be getting some love. Ooh, I can't wait. Got to code 623 lines in audio. That is a lot of work. Well, let's go. Some love and attention to Ad Astra. Definitely one of my favorite packs. Definitely do enjoy Ad Astra. Brace for impact. That's kind of a weird ability. Timing, get into cover, get off me, scatter. More Medicaid. More Medicaid. I don't know. Still skills. Let's go with. Though I kind of really like the Lord look. Demolition. By the way, like I said, I will definitely be looking forward to those updates to Ad Astra. I mean, that is definitely a really good pack to have. I love having the ability of some of the things that the pack adds, especially like the auto scan when you enter systems, and having the voice pack tell you what you found, or when you're scanning the systems, what planets are value, if they have any value. I really love everything that HCS provides for players, especially, I mean, all the voice packs themselves are great, but like, I mean, the Exobio is such a strong pack for those that enjoy the exobiology features in Elite Dangerous. But I think I really think I got my money's worth when I did do the Ad Astra, and then the Ad Astra is the monthly or the yearly subscription, so that one I definitely believe I got the most money and value out of it just because of everything that it offers. Perception is good. Awareness is good.
Welcome in, Commander.
The outfit doesn't look too bad. Fuck it, we'll go noble. Apex, lustrous glory, greatness, coercion +5, numbers, persuasion. We aim to please, I think. But no, I'm being serious. Like, Ad Astra is definitely one of my favorite bundles that I picked up just because, like I said, everything that it offers, you can ask a question and it'll usually respond with the answer. So like if you're asking about a weapon system, it'll chime in and tell you what the weapon system is, not including the different astronomical information that it has. The thing is, this commerce just has so little impact in this game. So they changed all the names of these. Precise single attack, defense penetration, area US, consistent fighting positions. Quick attack. Skills too has been added. This is nice. Bounty hunter, master tactician, arch militant, vanguard, warrior, direct breach. So during the beta, one of the strongest classes was marksman. to the current combat. Okay, knock DC when you get back. Full shot. Yeah, that looks good. Not great, but good. Oh, 07 Dev Corp, how's it going, buddy? What'd you do? Overcook the pizza? Yeah, so we're gonna go soldier. Could be better, and no. Alright, so we got 30 points to spend. strong character, inflicted damage character inflicted with meaty weapons. Injuries, intelligence, perception. Perception, we want to get that up. Intelligence. No, so I was pulling it out. It fell on the oven door, top down. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. There was a slice that wasn't fucked up. Got what, 5 points left to spin. Think of it. What is the prerequisites for the Eldari? Have that in the beta. There we go. Weapon proficiency. What do you need for this? Allows character to use such as other long rifle, shuriken, catapult, and others. So it's not telling me what you need. Usually these things have like prerequisites. Yeah, like when you end up dropping a pizza like that, usually the first things that go is the toppings, but the most important one is the cheese. That cheese just goes everywhere. And that's the most painful part about dropping a pizza. Strength, we're not really going to be doing melee. I don't want to pump it, so toughness, then I guess. Tough choices. Really tough choices. Oh, you finally got it. Congrats, man. I know you were working hard for that. F-15 and the Su-27. Oh, the F-15 should be fun. That was such a great aircraft. Hopefully they do it justice. extend any further. Yeah, only allow me to put that. I guess I'll put it in intelligence. The most important one. Oh, and then we get to choose our ship. Oh, yes. Firestarter. This is the personal class frigate is the modification of the sword class designed to deliver fire strikes against larger enemy ships, not shying away from engagement with superior opponents. I think this is what we mainly got to use in the beta, right? Giant eagle on the top there looks really neat. Okay, so starting up with the sword class. Sword class frigate is a classic combat ship design proven in 1,000 battles, providing decent firepower, high speed, and respectable survivability. Estimated tonnage is 6 megatons. Estimated number of souls is 26,000. Fly much fair for American outside of the Raptor, of course. Awesome, man. Oh, shit. There's more advanced and more design that was developed only 5 centuries ago, but has already proven to be as good as a veteran frigates like the sword class. 2.2 kilometers, 0.3 kilometers of beam at the fins, 6.5 megatons, 27. So additional 1,000 souls. And then this is 5. Time to start the story. Oh, this is gonna be fantastic. Oh, there we go. So much better.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's ability.
Truly awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such excess can be tiring at times. All ostentatious luxury does not hold pretense. It is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? I think we're gonna go with this one.
An interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interests of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety. Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
Here criticizing the talentless architects of this place, nothing more. I prefer to serve by act and not speaking. And thank you for your advice. I shall strive to follow it in the future. I do not show difference for things I do not believe in myself. I seem attach much importance to words. Well, I have a fondness for names. I merely criticize the talentless architects of this place, nothing more.
I understand, but the particularities of my craft have made me a perceptive individual, capable of seeing through to all things. Unlike millions of us devout servants. Trust me, your words could easily be interpreted a different way, especially by one inclined to do so. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtfeld, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Victor bows his head and focuses his attention on you. Duke Johann Draken, Eos Vernria de Val Galaxius. You may call me Your Grace.
My deepest respect to you.
Gotta throw around that
A noble of the Imperium. It's been a long time since Providence last brought such eminent guests aboard this vessel.
Victor smiles faintly, but you are not sure it is directed at you. Of course
I will
it's
be
not.
frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this voyage ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius and carry the burden of an heir to his house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Lord Captain, strange title from Lady Theodora. No. Why am I board the festival? Why have I been brought here? You have a curious fighter. What are your responsibilities? You say I'm one of the road traders here, so there's another candidate.
Yes. And you will be
Strike slightly. I assume you had some bold mind when you decided to seek me out.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions related to this, and I'm sure she has just as many questions. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Is there money to be made?
They've done a lot of visual work on this game since the beta. Oh, that looks so good. Look at the details. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it, chat. I'm loving it. OwlCat Games never fails to impress.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
There we go. Yep, quick save. Show the data on the vid screen. Information is displayed on the large screen above. The containers you make out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds among numbers of Logisker scans. What do we got here? Same thing, okay. Wait till on this. Officers. Manifest composting logs affected from real wood. Obviously crafted from real wood, a resource of incredible value void of lordship. Yes, it is. You know any of the lore? So you raise your head again. I'll hand you over to the tech priest for servitorization. Privilegers hard at work. Strengthen my heart, and the humble deeds be a benefit to humanity. Finland wants to be a copy of 2,340th volume of the Lexicon, the Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Period. Guests, let's see. There, no. Officers, alright, so that's all there is. Servitor.
One of the Von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Last cannon turret.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Oh, they changed this. Nice.
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter.
went squish. So what do I got? I just have a snub revolver, huh? I got a 50% chance to hit.
Who, if not me? I am ready for whatever comes. I'll make it happen.
Ah, missed. What is this one? You served me.
I'll see to it personally.
Yeah.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and their heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
And our hair together here without taking his eyes off the bodies on the floor. Where's the box? Speak some quick few orders and advice that returns to you. Destroyed the out of control servitor, Theodore on Valencia.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Nice row of spurs gives you a curt bow. Still smoldering. It seems that the cause of the malfunction was forced short-circuiting. Runs with flame restored by the grace of the god were the first to breach the couple walls during the pacification of Vortex Eton. The symbol of the House of Valencia's valor will be displayed here. Wow, that Lehman Rose looks so good. Violet alloy, which upon closer exam turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with primitive tools are visible on the surface. Black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, fairly perceptible glow inside the artifact. Massive golden almagen interspersed with sparkling particles. The stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue as if someone has captured a piece of turbulent sea with the rock. A strange object that resembles sea coral, the porous surface is pitted, a sign that it has been underwater. There's a crystal here. A gray-green crystal, white veins, all low hum can be. A low hum can be heard from within the artifact.
I always keep my options open.
Investigate. These windows look into the next room, not outside the void ship. You cannot make out anything through the cloudy glass, only the weak light that filters through from that side. Alright.
Keep your wits about you. just not Dora.
Let's go further than that. Okay. Let's see what do we got going on down here.
I always have a backup plan.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Says the man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension in his face, half of which is covered in Sith skin, is twisted into displeasure and disbelief. Simulation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, particularly an admission of heresy. A tall, gray-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson. Then suggests an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation no worse than my essential could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Eon 6 at the rod? Crap, didn't want to do that one. Ethelred, what is this? Ethelred turns to you and regards you with indignation. Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversation in such a fashion? I gave that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. Theodora tilts her head, her lips stretch into a cold smile. This is Johann Draken, the second candidate for the title of my successor. The rogue trader regards you with a look that is imperious, predatory, and oppressive. Step forward, Johann Draken. Alright, so we succeeded in Xenos in war. Consider this hypothetical situation. Eon 6, a new world on the fringes of the Chronos Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metaphoric rock deposition, depots, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanish overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with the poisoned treasure? The spirits could well be natives named for dangerous aliens. I will first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Eon 6 engages in Xeno worship. Or warp succeed. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Eon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several cyclers to do so, but it will give us the answer. Why should I concern myself with making this decision? I always have servants on hand to whom I can delegate matters such as this, just as you have delegated it to me. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interests first, no matter what means I would have to use. The riches of Eon 6 would be mine. Must be purged for the good of the Imperium. I shall exterminate the heretical beliefs and otherworldly powers that rule the native apostates. I do not know. So we will go with the Lord Xenos. Theodora arches an eyebrow. Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor. Littlethorn scoffs. Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad of horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you, Johann Draken, are simply unaware of their existence. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was more than you could do, Ethelred. We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become anyone of our status to engage in petty feuds? But your tone was disagreeable. only alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. Shut your mouth before I decide to shut it for you. This isn't a scissors jab. What are we gonna go with? I find your tone most disagreeable. Red tilts his head. Well, I find your company disagreeable, Johann Draken, and yet I'm forced to endure such. Ethelred. Theodora's tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on the ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle deck to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I will forget the time. Ethelred bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. Theodora's gaze follows him as he leaves. Then she turns to you. So, Johann Draken, why are you here? Was it not you who sent for me? There were questions that I wish to have answered. I do not know just yet. I hope you'll clarify. Was it not you who sent for me? He has seated the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, looks bitterly, compulsory to please. I value a number of these things. From the moment my invoice came to you, terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodore von Valentius Massimo Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and hurry humanity's light where powers wicked and heroic will reign, bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, Johann Draken, are one of those with the von Valencia's blood in their veins and rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Does that mean there are other heirs? Well, we already know that. I am ready to take on this sacred purpose. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of a rogue trader. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of the warrant of trade. Nevertheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not the role of Lord Captain, then that of their closest ally. Theodora sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment. Alas, even those responsible can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Victoire served me for many years before he made his mistake. Pixie Wifey! Welcome in! Did that not go up?
Welcome in, Commander.
Yeah, let's go in there.
Welcome in, Commander.
Where's my finger gnawing up?
How the hell?
Hello, Matrix. Welcome in, buddy. How's it going? How are you doing tonight? Dixie Wifey, how you doing this morning? Because you're worse than Warbucks. Doing okay? Happy to hear that, man. Happy to hear that. Well, welcome into Rogue Trader. I've been super excited to play this. Was released for the public yesterday. I was gonna stream it last night, but I ended up falling asleep. But here I am, the next day, streaming it.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
You're hanging in there, Pixie. Hopefully you're doing better than you were yesterday. Hold on, does this mean there are other hairs? Did I hear you correctly? Is related to you. His kinship to me is most distant as yours, nevertheless, he does bear the name Von Valencius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is close to him. Performance in his current role is satisfactory, or it used to be, at least. So what are you up to, Metal? Are you streaming tonight? Or are you streaming right now? I already know that there's other hairs. I was told that already. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now? The Vox affixed to Theodore's entire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodore winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the navigator gives a signal to initiate the warp ship's translation out of the warp. My presence is required on the bridge. Navigator, translation, what are these things you speak of? An incident took place on the office deck. Some servitors went berserk, attacked the crew. Where's your ship headed? What are my current responsibilities? Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself over the air. Report that. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance, or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Geller field. Or perhaps there is something to all of the stories about the ship being possessed after all. Theodora laughs nonchalantly. Pixie wife, you just gotta relax more. Just rest. As we were talking about earlier, hydrate, have sex, and relax. Oh. But no, seriously, I hope things get better. What the fuck is that? I don't know, it's this thing where you just like become a couch potato, you just lay down on the couch, flip on something that you enjoy watching. Have sex? Malt! Yeah, go get your Scottish husband. Beat him up for us. But nah, hopefully things get better for you, sweetheart. Hopefully you do definitely start feeling better. I know you're under a lot of stress with everything that's going on, so at most, definitely just take time to relax. Oh, I really like this. Abelard. Oh, I love this character. The gray-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread by the uneducated riffraff. Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Theodora eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads, plotting against those who've yet to live. Navigator, where's your ship headed? What are my current responsibilities? Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel. And in your new position, eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelred. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. Where's your ship headed? The Riken system, domain of the rogue trader Winterscale. One of my peers and rivals, only 3 rogue traders exist in the Chronos Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in influence and splendor. I set the course for Reckon on demand. Theodore grimaces. She gives you a stern look, then shrugs. For a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet appraise you of the purpose for this voyage. But now it is not the time. I guess it's time to grovel. Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself a worthy heir. You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when the opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows. I have no more questions. In that case, I shall head to Theodora's Vox awakens once more. This time you pick up shouting. The Lord Captain freezes listening to the Vox cast, then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbances reported on the adjacent deck essential. If the need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at you. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. To war! Goddamn cultists.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
That is damn right. There will be no mercy granted. Start the battle.
I took care of this one. Reduced to dust.
Nice little dodge. Let's see, where are they gone?
It's as good as done. If not me. I'll see to it. Another enemy down.
Yep.
On it.
There we go. Oh, that was a nice little detail right there. Spent shell casing. Oh, that is really nice.
They will leave a scar.
I took care of this one.
Rip them to shreds.
One fewer target.
He's become slag, so all we got is left is just this one heretic over here now.
I don't need luck. I have strategy. Your end was inevitable.
Well, they definitely made the combat simpler at the starting stage than it was in the beta. Theodora waves her hand in a commanding gesture. Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. The rogue trader turns her eyes to you. Don't bat an eye when the scum bursts onto the deck. Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of the war. She looks at the box in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. What is happening? The incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what is transpiring now. What are your orders? The rogue trader turns her eyes to you. Didn't bet. Oh no. There we go. Possibly, quite likely. Theodore winces and flicks the switch over Vox a few times. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. What are your orders? She breaks eye contact with you. Mort has gone ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Archmilitant requires aid, and be quick about it. Anything to loot? No, still can't loot, huh? So we are still stuck with our simple snub nose pistol.
Is there money to be made?
Did we go up here? No, I think we cross the bridge here, right? Nope, that one's down. That one's up. Alright, yeah, it's up this way.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Nice little melt-up blast there. Conrad. That's not a sigh of relief upon seeing you. Thank Providence you are alive and well. Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You can set your chrono by it. Conrad finally looks away from the Archmilitant to you. Mort, pull yourself together. The Archmilitant looks back at you. What did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We are all done here. I'll report right away. Mort pulls a box from his belt and hurriedly reports on the situation. Master Rule whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent, the Voxmaster is not responding, armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck. The Archmilitant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report. I have yet to receive word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks. The only vox casts from the lower bays are the one-way heretical gibberish Vaktur causes. That the bandmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that the outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny. Mutiny? But who would attempt to mutiny here in the war? Mutiny against the Emperor's anointed. Execute the traitors, they're the last one of them. We must provide immediate assistance to those still in the middle decks, perhaps. Then we might stop this wave from spreading. If this is indeed a severe case of warp madness, then the situation is dire. Mutiny against the Emperor. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and navigator's sanctum are secured, and I have the means to do both things at once. Her instructions changes as her eyes flash. Theodore looks at Vidgar. Red. Where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the war could possess a greater threat to himself than others than the whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Try to locate him. The last thing known about his movement is that he arrived on transitional deck 18. Blasting. Master of Whispers. Find Ethelred and Mutant. Essential. Locate class and Sister of Battle. Locate class and the Sister of Battle. If to remain at my side, Archmilitant with me. I must go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. Johann Draken. Theodore glances at you thoughtfully. If I may, Lord Captain. Whitver's voice is soft and cautious. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Ethelred back, I could use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed Archmilitant. And taking into consideration Ethelred's second powers, then it's settled. Johann Draken. Find Ethelred and bring him here. In whatever state you find him, this elevator, she points at the massive doors, leads to the restricted compartments, such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? In whatever state? What does that mean? I hear and obey, Lord Captain. I shall do everything in my power. I cannot promise I won't lose our dear here somewhere along the way. I hear and obey, Lord Commander. Theodore waves a hand impatiently, then move out. Mort, come. Woker gives you a nod. Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not have the proper gear. I have a proposition. Since I am a more important person here, you can go in front to shield me from potential threats. You had better not fail me. Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. I shall make do. Lead the way. Of course you will. The room's just in this pocket or something. Later, Theodora will never have someone she couldn't rely on as her heirs, but that is no longer relevant. With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen. You are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. I got stabbed. I promise you a special destiny, Johann Draken. It is time to fulfill it. Traitorous scum. How's everyone doing tonight out there? Thank you so much for coming and hang out with me as I play OwlCat Games' newest game, Rogue Trader. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So far, it has not disappointed. I am thoroughly enjoying all of the special stuff that they've added to it. Getting to see everything as it's flushed out and complete. But at the moment, I do need to go use the restroom, so I will be right back, everyone. So give me one moment. Oh, the pearls are real, chat. The pearls are real. All right. Continuing on to the next section of this intro.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. You are back with us, I see.
Delightful. Two-faced scum. You are the one behind this man.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
He's gonna squeeze it out of me.
We are in the anteroom of the Warring Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on their path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer blood to the Sentinel.
What is it? Inbred? Your blood's too thin for the Sentinel? I have no intention of helping you. I will help you as long as you spare my life. Will you let me join you? We can take the warrant from Theodora together. Why are you doing this?
Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my master sent me for. The warrant of trade.
Well, of course we're going to have no intention of helping you.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
Walker produces a strange object, a blade without a handle that shimmers blue in the light. I will do as you require, but I will find a way to make you pay for this. Enough threats. I will comply with your demands. To the void with you! The blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo, each with drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Fight the voices in your head. Get out, I am not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel the intruding influence forcing you onto your feet, making you take a step toward the gates looming in the center of the chamber. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created with a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two amber-like irises. So I got an 85% chance. Succeed. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of aerotech relic. Servitor on the gate begins to move with a screeching and groaning of metal. Leans forward, closer to you. His lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The Servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voice that fills your head after Whatever wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their choice coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. Examine the sentinel. Place your hand into the sentinel's maw. So let's examine. Servitor looks noticeably different from the ones that you're used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of an ordinary automatons. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. Back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Put our hand in. The Sentinel's jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the Servitor's throat. Immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up. It pumps sturdily into motion. The vid screen on the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaw remains closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from. Crackling like static, it is the Sentinel, the cogitator. Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Who is this?
Genetic code identified. Child of House von Valancius. Do you require assistance?
You hear the voice again, and this time you realize that it is coming from the two speakers built into the Sentinel's shoulders. You hear a displeased grunt in your mind, as if the lurking entity has sensed something that is not to its liking. So now we have, yes, Sentinel, traitors threaten my life and the safety of the warrant. Yes, I do require assistance. I suppose this is the onset of warp madness they warned me about. So we're gonna go with, yes, Sentinel. Pain shoots through your hand. It subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
In dialogue. Burn, baby, burn!
Well, there is still another way.
I took care of all those heretics.
I always keep my options open.
Look at that. Toasty! Still red hot from the gunfire, the ends of the death froze as they finished off the heretics that had infiltrated the sanctuary. I honestly don't think there was much of anything.
Keep your wits about you.
Can't go any further than that.
I always have a backup plan.
So, pop into here. The 40k to life. assume that's going to be a navigator. Technically, you can assume that's a navigator. And then you got the Inquisition symbols here.
Let us not dawdle.
Servitor. No servitor there. Is there one out here at the doorway? Yeah, look at that right there. Pair of them. That's Valencia's Royal Seal. Alright, so everyone's back from the ad breaks? Alright.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
And there is the warrant of trade. Let it be known that my will and by the truth will be the paragon of humanity unbroken by adversity to walk. Come on, going too fast. To pull boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily, blah blah blah.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Vox skull. The several skulls creaking gradually turns into comprehensible words. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me? I need to contact somebody, preferably Theodora. I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
In place of the mechanical screeching, the several skulls Vox projects the voice of Theodora von Malesius, distorted and ridden with static, yet still recognizable beyond a doubt. Vox Master, restore communication with the Navigator's Sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Silver Skull goes silent. Its relay clicking second after second passes, and you realize that the Silver Skull will not answer you. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Leave me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Alright, so let's see what's... Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of... I need to delay that just about 5 seconds. To walk rather first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to rifle with the nightmares untold, to hold the bloody reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns through the pain to greatness. great mission. To be the paragon of humanity unbroken to by adversity to walk right into the first of the night, to unite, nightmares untold to multiple range of faith, to the family greatness. Okay. Damn, that document is massive. Further down that way, huh? How many layers we got going on here? So scrolls up to here, all the way down to there, and then it comes back up, loops back down, and then back up. And then somewhere on this document is the Emperor's signature and blood print. Oh, so gorgeous. All right, so we got to leave the room. Interact with over here. Oh, there we go. Seal the warrant chamber. Oh.
Master. Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Rome preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Voice acting is good, but they should have voice acted this as well. Essential Abelard Versurian has lost some of his former polish. His forehead is sweating, and one of the sleeves of his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Nonetheless, despite his heavy breathing, he stands firm and his gaze is demanding, albeit somewhat surprised. He surveys the carnage around him. His brow furrows and he places his hand on his weapon. Conrad is a traitor. We parted ways on the opposite deck. He stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
Essential's eyes lighted. He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something. Trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Abelard clutches his forehead. He looks lost for a briefest of moments. Then he quickly finds his resolve again. Hopefully admitted that he is the mastermind behind mutiny, unquestionably. So it would seem, but he is not here. We have a meeting again. Why don't we leave the matters educated for another time? For mere essential, you are asking too many questions.
Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicare kit. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Just play the med kit. Alright.
I'm at your service. This wound will make a fight. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
So despite the urgency and all of that, he's taken a sweet time talking. What exactly has gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has fallen. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live, that's fine. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
How did you find me? What can we expect to find in the Navigator Sanctum? I heard one of Theodore Voxcast. Navigator Sanctum very well. Will you lead the way? For the Imperium and humanity, lead the way. How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive.
You mean to say you did no such thing?
You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warren Sentinel may have sent that message that appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel?
Like Silver Skull floating next to
Lord
you.
Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. But I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient but rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
He frowns. What can we expect to find in the Navigator
During
Sanctum?
warp travel, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Imperium. For good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Abelard does not bat an eye as he lists all the horrors that you are about to face. I am under no obligation to take such risk. I heard one of Theodore's Voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's.
Which one?
Which one?
This one.
The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
For the Imperium and humanity, lead the way, said
Come.
Abelard nods his approval. Come. Circle, and you can make out Theodore words through the noise. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor. Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home. And with all your might, destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper